What do you mean Titan sent you?
Really? Really? Jesus Christ. How fucking thick are you?
Who's Titan? And why did they send you?
I've already said too much anyway. If I tell you any more, well, do you want me to die?
Do you want an honest answer?
Sick fucking burn. I think I'm gonna need some ice.
We're not going to kill you, you know. That'd be a waste of time.
Oh, I'm not scared of you twats killing me. It's my employers, dumbass. Your brats already put my partner and I into trouble with them. If I talk more, well, once I get out of here, they'll probably fucking kill me.
But you're not getting out of here.
When I get out of here, I might be worse than fucking dead. And if you fuckers go knocking on their door, you will be too.
How are things going down here?
Things are going. I was able to learn that Titan isn't just a pharmaceutical company. At least, it isn't anymore. We have one of their initiatives, but everything I've done hasn't helped me learn anything else important. They told me they were scared of those up at Titan, though, and that if they kept talking, they'd die. What should we do with them now?
We keep them here for the time being, and keep them under strict surveillance. Have you bargained with them? Offered them the Legion's protection in exchange for information?
You're joking, right? Keep them here under the Legion's protection?
Think about it. If we help one of their initiatives out, we might be able to get the upper hand.
You really think that kind of person would help us out? They won't give us any more information, Erwin, and keeping them here would only lead to them exploiting us down the line. But I'll try getting information from them one last time, at least for today.
You could always ask Petra to use her powers, to persuade them to talk.
I wouldn't ask that of her. You know that she's only just started to feel more comfortable with her powers in the last few years.
Hey Bert, you feeling better?
Yeah, actually. Thanks for asking.
You do look a lot better today. Although, I noticed that Annie and Reiner aren't talking to each other. Did something happen between them?
It's nothing unusual. I'm just staying out of it for the time being.
I see. This must be difficult for you then.
Yeah, it's a little lonely right now without them, honestly. But I'll manage. Sometimes I wish they'd just get over their differences and act like teammates.
Relatable. Sometimes Mikasa and Eren get into it, but I don't think it's to the extremes that Annie and Reiner go to.
Maybe you should just hang out with everyone else for now. I mean, we're all your friends, Bert. I know Sasha and Connie have been dying to take a new person to that comic book store of theirs.
I don't know. I'm more into novels than comics.
There's a pretty cool bookstore downtown. We should go check it out.
Yeah, that place is so freaking cool. You'll love it. They have crime novels in a vault, and the book sections are decorated according to genre.
That sounds pretty cool.
And terrifying when it comes to horror novels.
Good morning. Sorry about that. Levi needed to speak to me for a moment. How's this coming along?
Just a few more folders to shelve and we're done.
Great! Go ahead and do that and we can all go back to the communications room. Bertold, can I have the data?
Oh yeah, here it is.
Thanks.
So we'll go when we're off duty?
Let's do it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is something wrong?
The data's partially corrupted.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I thought I decrypted it.
I can try and salvage some of the data, but I don't know how much I can save. Unless, if I have the second copy, I could probably save a majority of this. I'm going to go grab the extra copy from the safe. Can you go tell Erwin what's happening? After that, you're free to go.
Of course, Petra. We're on it.
That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, he has the genetic potential for being a meta, but there's no way he's a late bloomer. Not at this age. But that isn't completely unlikely. Still, my blood tests would have picked up on any trace of Titan genes that he might have. Unless there's another factor weighing in on this. This is frustrating.
I hope I'm not interrupting an important brainstorming session.
Not really. I was just going through some things. What can I do for you?
There's something I'd like you to look over if you don't mind.
Sure thing! What do you got for me?
I'd like you to go through and analyze the data that our co-op squad recovered from the TECHLabs a few days ago. The data's already been processed, so going through it will be much easier now. I think you'll find the information that's stored on the flash drive to be extremely interesting.
I'll get right on it then. Thanks, Petra. Oh, this is incredible! I've never seen such a sophisticated mutagen before. Well, except for that one time, but nothing like this. To think that the merging of a synthetic mutagen and human DNA to create a Titan gene was even possible. It's unheard of! And not to mention what it's capable of, how it affects the body. Oh, I gotta tell Erwin about this. Thank you all for getting here. The reason I called this meeting is to share with you some new information regarding Titan. As most of you know, our co-op squad recovered some valuable data from TECHLabs. I was able to go through and analyze the files that were stored on the flash drives. A lot of the information was data log entries, a few graphs, and then some images. The entries talked about test subjects failing or ending up in critical conditions after undergoing experiments, most likely from this serum.
Is that all there is? Titan was doing illegal drug testing and didn't want anyone learning about it?
That's only part of it. See, the serum they were working on does something that no other drug has ever accomplished. It's pretty incredible, and I'm not sure how long Titan has been working on this project, but they were able to construct a mutagen that merges with a non-meta's DNA, creating a synthetic Titan gene.
But that's impossible, isn't it? You can't just give people powers like that.
It's nearly impossible to do it through ways other than biologically, but somehow Titan has done it. From the research notes, though, it doesn't seem to be 100% complete. This serum is riddled with side effects, according to the data logs. A lot of the test subjects exhibited a variety of side effects. Nausea, paranoia, weakened immune system, you name it. Of course, these test subjects also exhibited certain enhancements, too. Accelerated healing, slowed aging, increased stamina, to name a few.
Did you just say that it's slowed aging?
It appears mostly in the older prototypes, but yes.
Fucking shit. What? You can't tell me that you aren't thinking the same thing that I am. That the drug I stole from Titan years ago and this serum now are both capable of slowing down aging? That can't be a mere coincidence. I already said this before, but anything having to do with Titan is sketchy as fuck. And this, right here, is more than enough proof.
Ymir, could I have a DNA sample? Maybe I can try and learn more about the project if I have some blood from someone who's taken it.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Hold on. So if Colossus Industries has a hold of Titan Inc. drugs, does that mean they're related?
It looks like it. After all that, TECHLabs only produces content for Colossus Industries.
Great! This is fucking great! One of the most influential companies in the world is our enemy. Fuck me sideways.
What if we went public with this? Wouldn't that be enough to get more parties involved? We could take them down easier.
CI would probably deny it and say the data came from an earlier company. After all, that building's been there for decades before Colossus opened its doors.
So, Erwin, what are we gonna do?
Thank you all for coming on such short notice. As you can tell, we're still trying to do a full assessment of the damage left by those Legion brats. But we can assume the worst. The Legion has found out about us and the Titan serum.
Now we need to plan out our next move. Miss Hale will be in charge of the reconstruction of her unfortunate accident once everything's finished, so we needn't worry about that for now. However, we do need to get our information back and try and corrupt whatever the Legions learned. We can't let this lead back to us.
I agree. We can have one of our hackers try to get into the system. Cameron.
I am not using Cameron for this. We're going to use your little lion and her 2 teammates.
Zeke, with all due respect, we can't use Annie or her teammates for this.
Oh, and why's that?
They have another objective to complete, and if they're caught, both plans will fail automatically.
That's surprisingly well thought out, considering you're only concerned because your daughter's involved. But if they fail both missions, that's their fault. Their sole purpose is to give us inside information and do our bidding. We don't need another group to go in and do this when we already have one there.
Zeke's right, Anton. Your daughter and her teammates are the only ones we can use for this. Shall I call them up?
Yes.
I knew it!
What?
Eren's a meta! Well, at least he's sorta meta. He's not an exact match to Ymir's DNA, but they have trace elements in common!
Meaning they both had some form of Titan serum injected into them?
Exactly! Oh, I knew Eren couldn't be completely normal. Not with that healing rate.
He told you he was normal?
Yeah, and I don't think he was lying. I honestly think he doesn't know.
How would he not know?
Whatever's in his DNA now, it's kept itself well hidden. Maybe it's even a latent form of what Ymir had, and injecting it and calling it something else is too easy to do.
That's true.
Let's call Grisha and get some real answers from him. I doubt Carla would have been the one to get her son injected with this stuff.
If he had put Eren through the Titan serum, he would have told us.
Not unless he thought it'd blow his cover.
And it won't now?
Whoops, too late, I'm calling him.
Please leave your message after the tone. Press any key to end.
Hey, Grisha! It's your fave non-binary bae and sentient eyebrows. We wanted to talk to you about Eren. Call us back when you can. His mission's sure keeping him busy. I wonder how much he knows about all of this.
Who knows? He hasn't said anything in his reports.
True. Maybe things haven't been safe enough for him to be completely honest in his reports.
That's a possibility. Colossus must be on lockdown considering what our tracers did.
That, or they're rushing to get the serum public. Imagine how many people would clamor to get meta powers.
You seriously think Titan is going to try and make this a product for the masses?
Why else would they make it? Money talks, and we don't have any evidence of them trying to build an army or something.